I'm Sam Gold. I'm directing The Coward. Nick wrote a period comedy. Takes place in the late 18th century. It has a lot of sort of messy, rough around the edges feel to it. So it's, you know, costume piece. Everybody's wigged. We're all in the 18th century. They're dueling with, you know, they're in a pistol duel. It's all it has a great sense of the irony of the formality of the period, but from a voice that has none of that formality naturally. So there's inherent humor to the way Nick's approaching the period and the material that's really fun. Nick just makes me laugh. So I think a lot about what brings collaborators together is shared taste. So Nick and I guess, must share some kind of sense of humor because everything he does, everything he says, everything he's ever written makes me laugh. So I'm just a fan and an audience member, and I try to just get in the room with him and have a good time. I love directing old plays, and I think I went into directing to direct old plays because I fell in love with those plays when I was, a student. And when I first started directing plays, it was like all I wanted to do was the Greeks, Shakespeare, Chekhov, and Beckett. And then I really made my career in new work and developing new work and working with writers. And but yeah, I still do and want to be working on the great plays, and actually getting to do The Coward is sort of like getting a taste of that because it's a pretty old school play. It's definitely treading on the sort of restoration comedies, which is a mode no one's really writing in right now, and Nick's sort of singular that way, and it's a real pleasure to do it. The cast is amazing. We're having a really fun time. It's one of those plays where you just can't help but have a great time working on it. Everyone is discovering silly things, and we're hopeful that making each other laugh will lead to making paying customers laugh too. I can't possibly think of a reason not to come see this play. I think in the theater a lot of writers are sort of trying to have it all. You feel like if you write a play, it's your only chance you're ever going to have a play done in New York. So you want it to be everything. It's got to be, funny and touching and moving and sad and smart and intellectual, but not too intellectual, and not too sentimental, but very moving. And you wind up trying to do everything in one play, and Nick, he set out to make people laugh and have a good time. It's really entertaining. There's great irony. There's great satire. There's something real and deep within this play, but it's also just a really fun ride, and people are going to have a good time. This play is not a hard sell. It's a really funny, really fun play, and people run around in period costumes and shoot each other. I mean, it's pure fun.